Former heavyweight champion Deontay "The Bronze Bomber" Wilder returns to the ring on Friday, June 27th versus Tyrell Herndon. We haven't seen the former champion in the ring in over a year. This is his first step back, trying to reclaim the world title. Let's talk about Wilder's return. On Friday, June 27th, Deontay "The Bronze Bomber" Wilder returns to the ring after a year's time off, some surgeries, and healing, and overall mental healing. And he'll be taking on Tyrell Herndon, a fighter he's most familiar with, in a heavyweight bout that'll be on payperview.com. Herndon and Wilder are familiar with one another and could say were at one time quite cordial. But this is business, and in the business of boxing, sometimes you may have to face someone that you're acquainted with. And that's okay, because Wilder has taken a few steps back in his career and now is on the path to reclaim greatness. And it's fighters like Herndon who will give him an opportunity to show exactly what he may or may not have left. When we saw Herndon in the ring against the likes of Richard Torres Jr. back in October of 2023, he was not acquitting himself that well. But it's okay. He's followed that up with victories, split decision, and a TKO. Wilder has also been on the bad track of things going back to December of 2023 when he dropped a unanimous decision to Joseph Parker in a fight on a Riyadh season event where it was quite lackluster, but we did not know all of the things that the former champ was dealing with going into the fight with Parker, who had been quite an active fighter in the heavyweight division. Now, when you talk about Herndon, he has never been thought of on the level of the competition that Deontay has been faced with most recently, and that opportunity against Torres Jr. gave him a chance to show if he really was a fighter that can go out there and get some things done, and he failed quite miserably in that situation. So he has fallen into a tier of lower ranked fighters. The last time we saw Deontay was in June of 2024, where he was stopped by Zhilei Zhang. And that, many people had said that his record now, 43-4 with 1 draw and 42 KOs, that Wilder was at the end of the road. But not necessarily. Because see, even with who he is as a fighter, there are other heavyweights in the division who have had resurrections of their own careers, and those who are trying to make names for themselves with their careers still. Fighters like Dave Allen out of the UK, a veteran heavyweight who just had a victory over upcoming Johnny Fisher. One of the first things after Allen's victory over Fisher was Deontay Wilder's name coming into the fold. It would be a great fight for Allen. Also, we can look at the likes of Fabio Wardley, who just had an amazing come from behind knockout victory over Justice Hunin, and he is also looking for a named fighter in the division to elevate himself for a possible title shot. This is all fine, but see, what they're overlooking is Deontay Wilder is still a fighter. He doesn't have a real lot of wear and tear on his, though he had the trilogy with Tyson Fury, and even though people forget that the first fight with Fury saw Deontay knocking Fury out in the 12th round of that fight, and Fury was given a reprieve. The thing about fighters like Wilder, who fights with spirit, if he has gotten some of his past issues beyond him, this fight with Herndon is going to allow him a softer touch for a change, because he has always taken on the most challenging of matches, going all the way back to King Kong Ortiz in 2019. So, with that being said, we welcome back Deontay Wilder on his quest for redemption, not just in the ring, but in life and against his detractors and naysayers. So we salute and welcome him. This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what you think about Wilder's return, and will you be tuning in to watch. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.